quick trade update today. All right, so NFP was obviously today. I ended up getting into a trade the night before around London session, but I knew news would hit around 5:30 a.m. my time. So I lined up my technicals, I marked up my chart on GJ, and I ended up making $3,700 on this trade. I exited the position. It could have went to my take profit, but I knew news was gonna hit, so I decided to exit at 5:20 a.m. 10 minutes right before the news hit. So super proud of myself. My losing streak is in the past now, you know what I mean? So I lost 3 trades, but then won 2 trades today and yesterday. So I'm back in the positive. I'm back where I was with my account, and yeah, it feels good. So by the way, I do have basically a free Discord group. So if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. And then the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is basically my mentorship program. So if you do need some mentorship and you want more exclusive one-on-one access to me, I do have that link in the description below as well. So go ahead, set up an appointment, and let's work. What I'm gonna do is break down what I was thinking and what I saw. Price was right here last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a replay to get price where it was, right? So price was right around here, and I started to see that price was starting to either exhaust or to respect this area. I didn't have this marked up yet, so it basically looked like this. So without that horizontal, price basically looks like it's going to come down to this area and continue down. Again, yesterday we saw a huge move to the downside. It came all the way and blew past this support area, but eventually started coming back up. And typically when I see a huge move, I mean, this is a huge move. Typically price has to retest to a specific area. So knowing that price was down here and then eventually started coming up, I was like, you know what? I know price still has to come up for more of a retest. So I got more granular on my chart and I started looking left for clues. So let's go ahead and look left for clues, and you're gonna notice right here, right? In history, we can kind of see an area of interest. So basically what that means is price comes to this area multiple times and respects a specific structure. So let's go ahead and move forward to current times, and you're gonna see that price is starting to form a little bit of consolidation right on that 15-minute structure that I just drew up for you guys. So I got into a trade, all right? So I put in my position right around this structure, okay? And then I went in for a long. I put my stop loss and it gave my my stop loss some space for price to breathe. And so let's go ahead and play this out, and I'm gonna show you in real time basically what happened, right? So let's go ahead and play this. Price started consolidating, and then it got really scary. So boom, let me go ahead and pause this really quick. So price started coming down really close to my stop loss. So I'm gonna show you a screen record because I was on my phone and I was like, dang, it's like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I'm out of this trade, right? But I eventually started seeing price come back up. So once price came up here and started surpassing this little zone, right? Then I was really confident that it's gonna go my way. I wasn't really sure if price was gonna go to this area right here because this is a long move. I mean, we're talking about 112 pips to the upside. And so I was like, you know what? I know NFP is going to rattle the markets either up or down. And so let me go ahead and set my alarm for 5:15 in the morning. And you know, if I'm in profit, I'll go ahead and take my profits. And fortunately for me, price came up to, I think, around this area, and it was around 5:20. So I think I screen recorded that as well. So I'll put it up on screen somewhere. And I was like, all right, we got 10 minutes to NFP. We don't know if it's gonna be positive or negative, so let's go ahead and play it out. But basically, I closed out my position because now I'm gonna be gambling if I stay in my trade during NFP. So let's go ahead and play this out. Okay, so, oh, pause it. Okay, so this candle right here is 5:15. Okay, so price was literally right here, and I got out of the trade. I was up around 3,800 bucks, give or take. And then as soon as I got out of the trade, look at, if you zoom in, you can see that the time says 5:15. Okay, so as soon as I got out of the trade, price started falling. So I'm like, maybe this is the NFP news or whatever, right? And so I was like, thank God I got out of the trade. And then as soon as it hit that 50 EMA, about 30 minutes later, look what price does. It just flies up and hits that price action area. So I could have literally made a huge trade. I think this was like a 1 to 5.5, almost 6. But yeah, it was actually 1 to 5, my bad, guy. But yeah, anyways, price just literally flew and broke the structure completely. And so yeah, man, I'm really happy that I got out of this trade, because number one, price could have went and flew down the other way. I know that NFP can, shake the markets up and everything. So I played it safe. I set my alarm for 5:15 a.m. and then I took my profits. So $3,700 up, and I ended off the week in a positive, actually.